Happy Wednesday, boys and girls. Welcome back to our next day of math. So yesterday, you guys did an amazing job using a lot of problem-solving reasoning. And I know it was a little bit different because usually we do these when we're together in the class and you can talk with your powerful partner. So it's really important that if you have someone to talk with, do so. Explain your thinking. When you're able to talk out loud what you're thinking about for math, that's how you become that next level mathematician, because your brains are so powerful and you all have different ideas about how to solve a different problem. So that's why it's so important that we talk about it. We talk about it out loud because it also helps you understand, hey, do I know what I just did? Does that make sense? Did I make a mistake? This is all about that accountable talk and really being specific and making sure that what you're doing is right on track. So today is going to be similar to yesterday, and I want to go ahead and I want to look at day 2. And there's a couple of things. It says day 2, it has combinations, the pig game, and noticing. So day 2, we're actually going to give a couple options. We're going to be doing day 2 and day 3 today because that way we'll do another one tomorrow and then the last one on Friday for this week. So let's go ahead and we're going to look at this first one together. It's called combinations. This morning you got out your socks and sneakers. You had a pair of blue sneakers and a pair of black sneakers. So I just wrote down blue sneakers, black sneakers. You had a pair of red socks and a pair of green socks. You guys see how I wrote that down? I abbreviated. What different ways could you have worn one pair of socks and one pair of sneakers? So what this means is that I can't mix my socks. I can't have like a red sock and a green sock on my foot. I also can't have a blue sneaker and a black sneaker. It has to be both blue shoes and both red socks. So what are all the different ways that I could mix these pairings up? So I want you to think about it. So let's think together. Even though we're not together, we're going to think together. So get your pencil and write some of these down. So I think I could pair. I'm going to start with this one. I'm going to put blue sneakers and what else? Blue sneakers and red socks. That could be an option. What could be another option with my blue sneakers? I could do my blue sneakers and not my red socks, but I could do my green socks, right? Are there any other pairs I could do with my blue sneakers? Remember, I can't mix up my socks together. Okay, what about my black sneakers? What about those black sneakers? I'll do it right here. What if I did my black sneakers and what kind of socks? Red socks? What about black sneakers and green socks? Can I do any other combinations here? Are there any different ways I could have worn one pair of socks and one pair of sneakers? So do I have 4 choices or are there more? So I want you guys to think about it. Is there any other combinations I could make? If you don't think so, then pick all the different ways. There are 4 ways. If you can find another way, tell me how many different ways. Remember, this is all about considering how to do a problem and thinking through what the problem's asking. Okay, so that's a good way to think about it. Now the pig game here, dice, pencil, and player. Now I know some of you might have a dice. You might have one die, you might have more than one. So you can decide if you want to play this, but this game's actually really fun. This is what you need to do it, and go ahead, give it a try today. I'm going to leave it as an option because I know you might not have these materials at home since we're not in class together, okay? So that's an option for you to play. And the last thing on day 2 is on a piece of paper, make 2 columns. In one column, list the things that are the same in this picture. And in the other column, list the things that are different. So let's go ahead and let's look at this together. So we need 2 columns, and we need one of the columns to have, how are they the same? I'll just do one side here. And then how are they different? All right, so let's think through this together. How are these two pictures the same? And how are they different? So right now, look at it. Well, first of all, I can see that these are both, what kinds of polygons are these? These are both rectangles. And they're also quadrilaterals, right? Who remembers what a quadrilateral is? A quadrilateral is anything that has how many sides? 4 sides. These both have 4 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Any other ways that they're the same? How many angles? 4 right angles. Do you see them? Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Any other ways they're the same? What do we know about these kinds of lines? What do we call those? Parallel. Parallel, parallel. Parallel, parallel. Parallel, parallel. Parallel, parallel. Remember, parallel lines are 2 lines that never touch. So look, they have 2 pairs of parallel lines. They have to be in pairs, like a pair of shoes. So that's pretty cool. 2 pairs of parallel lines. And I love how parallel, I think it's got to be EL. How parallel has a reminder for me, where it has a double L inside of it. 2 pairs of parallel lines, right? That's what I see. Now, we'll keep the same open because now I have to think about how are these rectangles different? How are they different? So, well, first of all, they're rectangles, but how can we name these rectangles? Remember how we did this with area? So what is this rectangle? It is a 2 by 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a 2 by 4. You see that? 2 by 4. And what is this rectangle? It's a 1 by 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 by 4 versus a 1 by 4. Okay. So the one rectangle is a 2 by 4, and one is a 1 by 4. What's the area of the blue or the purpley blue rectangle? Well, 2 times 4 is 8. So 8 square, 8 square centimeters. And what's the area of this one? 1, 2, 3, 4 square. So I can put different areas. Different areas. You can see 1 can fit 8 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1 can only fit 4 squares. Now I want you to think, how else are these different? What else is different about these 2 different rectangles? Can you come up with at least one more thing? Okay, these are pretty fun. They're fun for you to consider how they're different and how they might be the same. Okay, so that's day 2. Now we're going to do a day 2 and day 3 today because remember this game, we took out a game today. So we want to make sure we kind of stay on track. So we're going to look at day 3. And day 3, you have a number line puzzle. Now you have to use what you know to fill in about the multiplications to fill here. So you can do this by yourself. What is the answer of 2 times 6? 3 times 6. 6 times 6. 9 times 6. And finally, 6 times what would get you 60? What number's missing? Work that by yourself today. And then for this picture, which one doesn't belong? Choose one item that you don't think belongs with the rest. Explain why. This is all about explaining. So you need to go ahead and do this. Explain to me why which of these items does not belong. Give me a reason here. All right, now for this one, I highlighted a couple things just so it kind of pops for our brains to see. We have to see where 3/4 would be at. Now, they've done something pretty interesting here is they actually put a third. Now, we should be able to tell that we know that thirds and fourths are different. If I would put something into fourths, that's 4 pieces, and thirds is only 3. So we can't just get rid of this, but we need to understand that this is going to help us place where the fourths are located. So for a third, if I were to do something in thirds, let's go ahead and let's finish out the thirds so we can see. So 1/3, what's after 1/3? Probably 2/3. And then what is after 2/3? I'm gonna write my 2/3, 1/3, 2/3, 3/3. And 3/3 is the same thing as what? It's the same thing as 1 whole. That's a whole number. I'm not sure if I can make this without blurring. That's a whole number. 3/3 is a whole. So then this would be 4/3, 5/3, 6/3, 2. 7/3, 8/3, 9/3, 3. And so we get used to our thirds. But we're not done because we have to put it in fourths. This is where it gets a little bit tricky because fourths, make sure you remember this, fourths, how are they in relations to thirds? So if I think about a rectangle here, I'll draw 2 rectangles the same size, make this one a little bit bigger. Okay, if I were to split this one into fourths versus thirds, it would be a little bit different, wouldn't it? Because fourths, ooh, come on, there we go. Trying to split it just right. Fourths versus thirds. So there's my fourths, and my thirds are going to look a little bit different because I only need 3 parts. In fact, your brain has to think, what is bigger, our thirds or our fourths bigger? And the answer is that thirds are actually bigger than fourths. Can you see that? Thirds are bigger than fourths. There's a third, there's a fourth. So where would a fourth be on this number line? If a third is here, where would 1/4 be? Okay, so here's a third. So 1/4 would be right about here. 1/4. So 0, 1/4, 1/3, 2/4. Ooh, I'll scoot that over a little bit. 2/4, 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, and then this would be 4/4. So 3/4 is going to be right, I'll put 3/4. That's 3/4 is going to be right, come on, there we go, right here. And so that would mean that we need 2/4 right here, and then 1/4 right here. So we have 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, 4/4, which equals 1 whole, which would match up perfectly. So where would 3/4 be? It would be right here on this number line. I'll make a small, like little dot so it really sticks right there. So that's 3/4 right there, okay? Now this helps you see in relation how 3/4 is bigger than 2/3. And can you see that now? 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, and here is 2/3. 1/3, 2/3. Doesn't it make sense how 3/4 is bigger than 2/3? Do you see how it's bigger? It's a little bit bigger, and it sure is. 1 more fourth would get you a whole. 1 more third would get you a whole. This is all about thinking through how the fractions connect. So just to review, you guys need to go ahead and you need to finish which one doesn't belong. finish your number line and see if you can find any more differences. And I want to see how you guys do. Good luck, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.